Hi everyone, it's Trudy and Parker. Parker's in the box.
I'm like kind of in the box.
I think you have to back up. Does that help?
I don't know.
We're trying to sort out our box situation here.
We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
It's good. We gotta figure it out. Okay, Parker and I are gonna be reading for you, Aries, for the month of April. And as you know, I had a problem. I fell down the stairs last year and I had this muscle issue going on with my jaw. Unfortunately, Ava and I were not able to get together, but it seems the universe wanted to welcome Parker.
Howdy.
And so Parker and I will be reading for the fire signs this month and the earth signs. And thank you very much for your viewership. Ava has read for air and water. And they're great, so make sure you watch the air and water signs for your loved ones, your friends, and your frenemies.
Definitely your frenemies.
Exactly. So we are going to do a 4-card spread here as we do every month, and so you guys can learn along with Parker. Parker's been reading tarot for how long?
Since about 2007.
Oh, wow.
I don't like to count, so.
Okay, and performing Skype readings since...
Oh, probably about 3 or 4 years now, so quite a while.
Right, and that's something that we have not done here at Virtual Tarot, so I thought it would be really fun to bring Parker in, and that would give the option to our viewers to do private and personal readings that are live.
Yeah.
We're still doing the audio readings. If you would like a reading, please go to Ava Trudy Virtual Tarot, and we'll set that up for you. But with no further ado, let's break into the reading.
Let's jump right in.
Okay, so first card, if you've not been with us before, represents the overall energies of the month. Second card will represent your challenges, things that might confuse you, confound you, trip you up. The third card represents...
your mid-month surprises, or any surprises.
Yay! And then the last card represents the overall outcome of the month. After that, we'll wrap a narrative around your reading, Aries. And so Parker's already shuffled the cards.
Put some fire energy into it.
He's an Aries.
Some Aries.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to turn the card. Woo! Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. I'm going to actually hold this up to camera, which is my super duper cool editing technique. There you go. So you can see your card, the Knight of Swords, which is pretty interesting. So you've got a cause this month, and it looks as if you are leading the charge in some way. And the funny thing about this card to open the month is there's a lot of thought energy going out, a lot of intellectual energy happening and moving you very quickly into the month.
It's going to be a fast month. It's going to start off very quickly.
Yes. So, you know, sometimes when I see this card, I think it's about making sure that a victory is achieved. You're moving toward victory. But the victory is more of a thought construct or how you will approach the month via thought. You know, because air is always intellectual, swords are always kind of logical, rational. So you've really got to employ, although this is very Aries to me too, because it's like full on.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I kind of read this as there's going to be a lot of things going on and you might want to leap before you look, but definitely take the time to look before you do that. But yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of really good opportunities coming your way, Aries.
Moving,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And sometimes I see this card and, you know, what they say is into every life, a few swords must fall. Because sometimes swords show that there's trouble coming. But I don't feel it in this card.
Not this card so much.
No, not this card.
If there's trouble, you're probably the one causing trouble.
Yeah, Okay, nice energy to open the month.
Yeah,
right?
that's a fun card to start
I
with.
can see that, definitely. All right, so the next card is in the challenge position. And don't go blaming me, because Parker shuffled these cards for Aries. But they're all minors.
Yeah.
So no major arcana cards. What we have is slow movement of money, practical help, resources, or if you're looking for love, there may be a delay. This is a practical young person, male, usually, Capricorn, Virgo, or what's the other one? Taurus. So, and sometimes I think of this card as like your challenge is just being a little bit stuck in the mud.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that those cards are next to each other because it's the energy for the Knight of Swords is very like, go get it done. And when you have this card in reverse, it's kind of like there to slow you down. But if that's your obstacle, just don't let it do that so much.
Yeah. Well, it's almost, you know, it reminds me a little bit of quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you start getting stuck in your own practical needs, you can start getting sucked down into what's practical. And I don't know, that just came out of, you know, that's like just spiritual, like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm hearing that. It's like, don't get sucked down into the mire. Because if your challenge is to feel stuck in a job even, or a relationship, all of this energy would go to waste.
Yeah, don't focus on, I guess, if you got a bigger picture for what you want to go out and do this month, don't let your everyday, like day in, day out worries slow you down from going out and trying something new.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Day in, day out worries. Ooh. Yeah, that's great spiritual advice. Okay, are you ready for the next card?
I'm ready.
For the surprise? We need a good card here. Come on, Parker. Oh.
Oh.
That's actually not bad. That's a pretty good card.
It's a good surprises.
Even in the reverse, this is not a bad card. It can't be. It's at the 10.
Does it mean that your in-laws are going to show up unexpectedly?
Well, yeah, it's like the, you know, the Remax card, like that little moment where you see the perfect, like, backyard and the dog's tail wagging and the kid actually has a tree house and all of that. It's a little bit dimmed, though, in the reverse.
Yeah. That's why I said in-laws. It's a family reunion with the family that you don't like to see that often.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Wow, interesting this month for Aries, right? So there's like this unexpected, it's kind of like sometimes when I see a reversal like this, what do you think, Parker? Like you look back to the card that precedes it, which is the 9, which is the wish fulfillment card.
Mm-hmm.
And that card, maybe you need to reevaluate what you want.
That's an interesting way to think about it. I've never really thought about it that way. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably read it as if you're starting off the month with a lot of energy and like a lot of things that you want to do, the unexpected surprise is that you may have to make time to see like family or people that are important to you and take a step back from just rushing in and trying to obtain all your own personal goals, because you may not be able to do that the whole month.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, cool. So we're seeing this pretty much the same, I think, at the end. Oh, dear. Okay, so the sneaky card comes up in reverse. The 7 of Swords. This is interesting. I love reading swords with you, Parker. We'll see how we read swords. Swords are always like sort of the wild.
I'm just like reading this as my own horoscope, and I'm like, oh no.
This is like the wild card. Well, okay, go for it then.
That's very interesting. At the end of the month, I would say there may be an unsettled issue coming back to the surface. Is that how you would see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say just sort of maybe be well. It's interesting because when you see the month opening with this Knight of Swords, it's kind of like you've got this. I want to say goal, but it's even more than that. Like you're out and you're ready to do battle for a cause.
Definitely.
You've got this cause, right? But you're still kind of stuck in the mud. You're like getting sucked down into the mire. And I like the day-to-day practicalities. Like that you can't you've got to be able to pull yourself out of that and sort of crawl out of that quicksand, that mire, that hole, so that you can get to this where it's like those energies are so different. And then you've got this 10 of Cups, which is reversed. And
there's a lot of birthdays coming up that month, so because with the Aries and everything, so I'm sure there's gonna be lots of family.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah. So you think that that's something you need to make time for?
Probably, or it's going to make its own time.
It looks like it, and maybe it's not like the first thing on your priority list.
Yeah, probably, maybe not.
Because maybe this is priorities, isn't it?
Right, yeah, that's how I would read it.
Yeah. So we've got, welcome to our very first reading on camera together.
We're figuring it out still.
But I think that makes sense, right? Like figure out, you've got a priority that is preceding everything.
Yeah, I think it's,
yeah.
People, Aries have things going on this month. They want to get things done.
Yeah.
Move in a new direction.
Yep, and so at the end of the month, we've got the 7.
Yeah, I think you might get a little visit from your past. Probably somebody that wants to steal your thunder a little bit. And I don't know, this card, I don't think it's going to be like a showstopper or anything like that, but there may be some drama that comes up at the end of the month.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll move past it, Aries. I wouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah. Well, and I just had this thought from Spirit, which is like, don't share your passwords.
Always a good idea.
Because it's like intellectual properties that could be taken from you.
Oh, yeah.
Passwords and just
I see this
digital things.
I'm getting romantic with this card. Are you getting that too?
This card?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like past exes. I would watch out for that at the end of the month.
Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling a chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely about someone trying to, under the radar, move around for their own benefit.
And I think it's very much, this card's kind of about stealing. Like, they want to come in and, gosh, I don't know how to say this. They want to come in and, like, kind of get a part of you, I guess. So with passwords and things like that, it's good to keep yourself guarded.
Stealing a piece of you.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's okay. Aries will get through it.
Yeah, they will. They always do. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Parker's friends with my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She's an Aries.
She gets through it.
Oh, you gotta send her this reading. Okay. So, yeah, I could see this for both of you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have chills.
Yeah, and I have another daughter who's an Aries.
Do you?
Well, Jordy's an Aries.
I didn't know she was an Aries.
I better not put her name out there, but I won't tell you her last name. Keep her under the radar. She's in the Witness Protection Program. That could be what this card is.
Uh-oh.
To go underground. All right, so we're going to stop messing around here.
Yeah.
And wrap this reading up.
Yeah, Aries, and I think it's going to be a great month. I mean, you might have it might not go as fast as you want it to go, but I think a lot of things are going to happen this month. You might just have to make some time for family and make a little time to push those old people out of your life a little bit.
Perfect wrap up. And once again, I'm going to add the wrap up stuff so you guys can tune out now. It's like going to church when they make the announcements at the end and you're like, okay, I'm going to tune out. Okay, so if you would like a personal and private reading, we're now offering Skype readings, Parker, and audio readings, moi. And I'll do Skype as well, I guess, if Parker teaches me. I'm coming along. So, anyway, do send an email to myvirtualtarot.com. Oh, and we have it written down on a poster board, but it's somewhere across the room. So anyway, myvirtualtarot.com, click the link below. That is where you're actually going to send your questions. I'm sorry. Go to avatrudyvirtualtarot.com. Click the purchase a reading tab. You can purchase any reading there. And I would suggest maybe a love deep meaning reading here. That's kind of what we're getting out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you would like to subscribe to Higher Spiritual Counsel on this 4-card spread, please click the link below. Ava will be delivering counsel cards, Higher Spiritual Counsel. They're beautiful, meditative, and you won't want to miss that. I think that's about it. Is that it?
I think so.
You guys send comments. This is Parker's first video.
And definitely thanks again for letting me be here.
Parker will be doing love readings.
Definitely, those are always fun.
Mid-month. Look for that. Okay, so thanks a lot for joining us, and I guess that's it.
That's it.
We're going to bless them out.
Let's do it.
Blessings.
Blessings.